Welcome. Making sure that I have an active mice or active mic. Perfect. Perfect. Probably should have clicked on that before I hit record, but I did not. Um, all right. So today is the first day of the winter event. They still have uh, the feast going on for 2 more days, so you still have some opportunities to pick up some additional dilithium from the feast. But the winter event has started. If you want to know how to get to the winter event, you will find Q over here. I believe Q is in the center of town in Quenos. If you are on Quenos, um, he might also be on Deep Space Nine, but I'm not 100% sure. And he might also be on the Romulan embassy, but I'm not 100% sure. But what I do know for sure is that here uh, in Earth Space Dock, he is here, right in front of the exchange. There's two ways you can get to the winter event. One is you can just go down here, click on Transwarp, and that'll take you to the winter event. The other one is you can come over and talk to Q, and Q will transport you to sit there and go. I would like to visit the Winterland, and you will go there. Um, if you have not been here before, you'll get a mission to talk to Q twice, and then he'll give you the piece of the mini materials that you can get from the winter event for the store here. So to kind of give you an idea, you can buy a lot of stuff here in the winter store, in the event store here. So in the winter store here, based upon the ornaments you have, um, and so there are multiple ways of getting the ornaments. One way is to do the multiple events that come up, and so right now it is Klingon fishing, um, which is well, I haven't been here for a year, so a lot of this is going to be rusty for me. Which is over there, where with a giant fish. You can see them over there. Um, the next one being the Crampiri. Crampiri will be all over the place. He kind of just flies around and does stuff. So you can get event stuff that way. The most easiest one though is the race, which starts with this guy right here. You'll see people talking to the race coordinator a lot, which I'm about ready to do. But before I explain a few things, you can also purchase stuff over here for the winter event. This will just give you a better list to go through. Um, and this is also where you can find some of the gear that you can get. This is where you can get the Fakiri shield. Vanity shield kind of gives your ships kind of a red rusty look. It's actually a pretty nice shield. Also get some training manuals for your officers. Um, the Breen set here is on the equipment guide. This is a pretty decent kit, or complete, pretty decent set altogether. It does have some kit performance and kit readiness bonuses, which is really nice. Um,
This is good for business.
it's also I tend to put this on my officers. On my free to play account, all my officers are wearing this set here. Um, and then costumes and some other things. So the easiest way to get ornaments, so you'd want to come into your that's not what I want to click on. Into your duty officers, and you'll see these share mills and intention. These are only available within the Winterland map. Uh, and so all you need to do is just click on them and do them, and you'll get ornaments as rewards. And quite frankly, it's the easiest. If you have a rotation of characters that you want to just run through those, you'll end up getting more ornaments than you ever think you would ever want within the map. These right here, this current map, they refresh every 4 hours. You can see the sector update down here for when they do update. So you can easily just come in here, quickly do all of the sector, or do all of the accommodations. Excuse me. I apologize. Do all the accommodations, go do something for 4 hours and come back. You will start to learn on when they do refresh every single 4 hours. So the easiest way to get anything in this and to do your daily is just to come over here and talk to the race coordinator. So the race coordinator, you don't really honestly need to try that hard for it. Let's see how fast I fail, considering the fact I haven't done this for over a year. And of course we have to wait. Oh, here we go. Wait, what? Does that mean? No. I think somebody else got it beforehand. Apparently, I failed. But, okay, so I'm not going to count that as a fail because they didn't teleport me over to the racetrack. So if you fail, you can easily just restart it. Just come back to the guide and coming up. There's no terms for failing on this one. There, see, that's what it's supposed to do. So we're racing the animal here. It changes between. So you just want to run. Try to cut the corners as much as possible on the race. And then when you have these sharp corners, just tap. Do a roll. And you can easily just make your way around. You'll see that I'm actually way ahead of the guy now. It's not that hard to complete this. The best thing to do is turn into where you want to go and then hit tap front twice, and then you'll start rolling that way. Now you don't want to get too far off the map as I am. You can fail this. Now, I don't have any bonuses to movement, so this is all just my character movement. This is a engineer here. I'm just pressing shift in order for me to move faster. And just like a really easy daily to do, and it's still fun. I would honestly suggest do this to do your dailies and hang around here and kind of do some of the events. A lot of the events here are actually pretty fun. A couple things here. You can collect the snowmen here. If you haven't collected them, they will have glow to them like this for you to collect. This is a way to get some snowballs if you don't have any weapons in the game. And so there's piles of snowballs and the snowman all around that you can go collect. Once you've done them, you can just go here and then talk to him, and that is your daily. I'm just going to double check they haven't changed the math where I have to do something twice. Nope, I've completed today's daily. Now I'm actually going to go get my dilithium um, because I need dilithium. And so, see, now I have a candle. I probably should go see if the bank, if you want to get to the bank or the exchange or anything, there's a, here, has a merchant and everything. The mini queue.
Welcome to Pariah. The mission is to infiltrate into...
Get this done real quick and then we'll head over to the other account. I don't remember if I, well, actually I'll keep that image up. It is winter event related. I would suggest that if you are new to the game or if you're returning and you need some ships, I would honestly suggest to do the winter event. The ship will be efficient for your needs until you can get something better. That's actually kind of happy they are given a 5-3 a 5-3 ship, because it's kind of what you want as a base. It used to be that if you were going to do a torpedo boat, you'd want a 4-4. Just because of the way torpedoes work, you'd never get the fourth torpedo to go off. Excuse me. But you'd never get the fourth torpedo to go off, or the fifth torpedo to go off if you had 5 in the front. But that has changed with the addition of the Maelstrom torpedoes. So 5 in the front is actually now preferred for torpedo builds.
Fire in the hole! Clear to proceed.
And I'll be honest with you, on my characters, I'd probably have the brain set here, if it wasn't for the fact that Kumarki's is a little bit better. Come on, get out of your rock. Come on, you don't want to be in there. You want to come out and hang out with us. Just think of all the nice friends you can make. There you go, now you're out.
Show that we need to jump down this narrow fissure in the rock. Be careful. I don't know what's waiting for us at the bottom.
I think I got part of a pretty good group. Are you gonna show up here? There you are.
According to our scans, there's a tunnel under us. Give me a moment. I'll clear a path.
What the heck? Oh, don't tell me you got bugged. uh, you gotta be kidding me. I'll be honest with you, the amount of times I've actually done this one here within the last month, this is actually the first time of a game breaking bug that I've seen.
Fire in the hole!
There we are. Yeah, there was a random one that was still hanging around there in the rocks. So, last time that they did this event was actually how I got introduced into the Agony Field generator. Because of that particular thing there, that the creatures tend to get stuck in the rocks. But generally, they get stuck in a spot that's a lot further up than where that one was. So now all of my characters that matter have a Agony Field Distributor. It's actually a pretty good kit. It does a lot of damage too.
This is it, the center of the hive.
I'm assuming what had happened on that was the big one and the small ones that were being killed were from the up, like after you where are you? There we go. After you complete that third wave, there's some that spawn in, and I think those were just from the ones that spawned in after the third wave. Oh. So 318, so we will go ahead and do Undine. I'm collecting marks because I have enough fleet credits. Alright. And so this character is in a good spot, so I'll go ahead and just leave him here for right now. And let's see. Yeah, so bank services are here if you ever needed to know where your bank services were. And we'll go ahead and change out accounts.
Peace is good for business.
All right. So this might be an interesting one because I think I've gotten rid of my officers on most of these characters. My duty officers. I'm still going to head over to try to do them. I didn't think about it. So, since I'm already in space, I'm just going to do a quick hop over to the winter event. This way. Now, I have to admit, on this account, I probably won't use this ship as much just because I have better ships. On my main account, too, I probably won't. But I do have another account that I've been playing around with to do some things. So we are going to do the race real quick. If I can find the race coordinator. Here you are. And away we go. As I said before, you just need to kind of cut the corners as much as possible. Aim for which way you want to be heading. Now, there is a bit, the snow here is not as slippery. So you can use the snow. Oh. Oh, snowmen are out. Snowball fight. So, that's it. You have to kill the snowmen. So, I could do this without getting stopped. I know I can. Oops, I didn't mean to do that. I don't think it changed my momentum, so.
Cute is a cheat.
I hate that. So, last winter I was in here all the time and I ended up having to turn off the volume because all I ever heard was, Q is a genius! And apples! Get your apples! Alright, so we completed that. Now we'll just go ahead and, yeah, I did some missions last night, or some stuff with Triz last night, so I gotta actually do those. Trash. All trash. Alright. I almost kind of want to pull out my stuff for my bank. I had sold a lot of the stuff recently. It's actually, if you collect these throughout the year, or through the winter time, and just wait, just give it about 4 or 5, 6 months, you can actually sell them on the exchange for a good amount. So that's what I did.
I rule all the lands of ice and snow.
Depending on the market at the point, at that point, for each stack, you can get several millions to at least $1 million for a full stack of 500. So it is a way to collect money. Oh, I can remember to do these too. No, far away am I?
A wise man can hear profit in the wind.
I didn't realize that they have those. I would I would suggest never to do these for your experience. They must have hiked up the experience on those. 'Cause I don't remember them being that high, but it's so resource intensive that it's just better just to do these. But I suppose if you have the extra resources, by all means. By all means. And I also don't think this comes in until
I
the
have
passive medical
winter
field.
items for a bargain.
Yeah. So I am... Okay, so one off, basically. Am I also a one off on this one? Nope, two off. I'm just gonna put that there, just so I can even stuff out. And then here and here. Almost done with maxing out my R&D. Not ever required, but it is a nice way to do things. Oh, I need to do this. Perfect.
I have winter items for a bargain.
For a bargain. Alright. And then we'll go ahead and do our dilithium farm. And then queue up that. There's a lot of paperwork they have to do on this account. Generally don't show it because I'm doing other stuff, but I'm kind of mixing paperwork between the winter event and other things. We shall see if I can actually do the officer stuff in here.
Q loves all the little creatures, even you.
Because I have characters I use to level up, and then I do reputation, and I get rid of the
Welcome to Parade 3.
bridge
The mission
officers
is to
on the fleet.
infiltrate-
Or not bridge officers, but duty officers on the fleet. So they tend not to. I tend not to have any on those characters because they're always given away. Why is it listed as unlisted? That is weird. No wonder I probably didn't. I haven't had any people coming in and watching because it was listed. It was listed as unlisted, and that's kind of annoying. Thank you, YouTube, for your weirdness. I'm kind of curious. Was that showing me as actually streaming? Yeah, it does show me streaming. Alright. I came with that. That happened recently because the last stream that I did came up as being unlisted. When I went to go check it after, watched it to see if I needed to edit anything out of the beginning or end.
Fire in the hole! Clear to proceed.
Smokiness. Did I just run the wrong fucking way? Pardon my French. But yeah, I went to go check it, see if I needed to trim anything off of it, and it wasn't listed. I'm assuming this is the reason why. So I have to check that setting again. Find out why Windows doesn't want me to do things. Alright. Oh, come on. Come out of your rock. Come out. Come on. Come out. Come out of your rock. This right here. This is where the extras spawn in.
Area clear.
One also spawns here. And,
Scans show that we need to jump down this narrow fissure in the rock. Be careful. I don't know what's waiting for us at the bottom. According to our
Excuse
scans,
me.
there's a tunnel under us. Give me a moment. I'll clear a path. Fire in the hole! Watch that first step.
the funny thing with YouTube is I never set a video to private, so I don't know why I would suddenly want to set my videos to private. I missed him.
I think...
No, I got him. Never mind.
Cover me!
You can catch him as he runs by right here if he has the option up or. the things I do every day. A couple other things that's happening today too. So today is the first day of Atlantic City for Fallout 76. So I will be playing that here later on. At least working on my dailies to get my to get my stuff done. Probably be doing that here after I get my paperwork done.
This is it, the center of the hive.
That was pretty quick. Uh-oh.
You killed the spawn mother, but we need to fall back so I can set off the charges and bring down
Why?
the hive.
Is it? Oh, I think it's because, yeah, I was doing stuff with Triz last time. Alright. Where do I need stuff? Alright, so I need it under Terran. Alright. Beam up. And then change characters. And this is where my paperwork really starts. So we will go to here, because this is the character I've been working on the most. This one's almost done. So it would be interesting to see on if they have any stuff on them.
Welcome to my
Assimilated
So
snowmen
this
are
is
approaching the gates
so
of
if
the
you haven't
Winter
been here
Wonderland.
before,
They will arrive
you
in
will
1 minute.
get this mission, and then you can come over and talk to Q. And
enjoying yourself.
or did that already complete it? Yeah, that already completed it. All right. Do I have enough? I do. I do. Alright. Yeah, so do I have enough? I do. And I do. So I have one more on here that I need to do of them, and I will basically farm this character clean. And that's how much ore that I've gotten here recently. So, and then we will check the officers, see if I actually have any bridge officers that I can actually do the current map with. I do. Perfect. Alright. We've done this one. And then one time of the year that I'll actually go through and actually log into all my characters. So we will switch over to here. I figured out something out here recently, which I need to remember when it comes to that point, but if you double click on boxes, it automatically opens them up, like these right here. I'm not going to do it now because I'm going to head to the Q's Wonderland and I need them to be able to stack. But yeah, if you double click, they just automatically opens up. You don't have to click through stuff. I did not know that, but now I do. So we're going to head to the Winter Wonderland.
Welcome to my winter. What is
So
it?
it's gonna.
What is it?
Gonna have to do that for every single one of these, but that's okay. And then bring this up, complete you, and complete you. Now they're not always set to 4 hours. These are set to 4 hours, but they tend to be set to any time period. And You notice it's been the same here for basically all the characters so far, but they actually change between Federation characters and Klingon characters, as we shall see here in just a moment. The main reason why you want to do this, though, is that the little ornaments that you get, it's a good way to get gear for your characters. Yeah, and this point it seems like it's the easy part where I'm just going through and just doing the reputation, but the hard part is actually getting the characters up to level 60, so you can get all of the rewards from the recruits. The last character I end up getting halfway through the Delta arc, I think. So, there we go. While we're waiting for that one to show that it's actually going to work, head over to the Q's Wonderland.
Welcome to my wit. What is it? What is it?
Perfect. Move that down there. Actually, I think these missions are the same. Nope, because there's a 24-hour one here. This one was a 4-hour one, and this one was a 24-hour one. That is fine. That's absolutely fine. All right, change characters. A lot of these characters won't even make it to the end of the winter event. That's the funny thing. These characters, they were created during the last Delta event, and the reason why it's flipping between Federation and Klingon is because there was a bug in the Delta event during that point, where the storyline would not progress. And I actually think it may have been a server thing. The reason why the story wasn't progressing, just way too many people doing it at one time, and the server wasn't responding fast enough. That's what I think. I don't know that for sure. I have no way to prove that. But I have no way to disprove it either, so. Then click on, yep. Just waiting for it. Oops. I forgot to do something. Yeah, this is a fun part of the game I normally don't show people. Oh, and I also forgot to do that. And that is the amount of paperwork I have to do to try to get the lithium. I will say though, in doing this, I have 10 characters that I do a rotation of getting dilithium, because this is a lifetime account. With the those 10 characters, I can get, and my main character on this account, I can get 250,000 dilithium per 5 days. which gives me 500 Zen per 5 days. So as of right now, I'm going pretty good on getting the Zen. I have one currently pending. It takes about 7 days for it to go through and give me a my stuff back. Make sure. And then the math is actually not. It's a little bit more than that. It's every 5, or technically like every 8 days or something like that. But 5 days. I do it on a every 5 days because you get 420 or 4,420 dill every single day by doing this. And so in 5 days it comes to an even number, and it's easy to put it on here to transfer it to another character. And as I said before, this is the easy part, just going through all these characters and clicking this. The hard part is getting the characters up to 60. And if you have all the recruit rewards done, so you've done all of these right here on all your recruits, you can easily on a Delta recruit get to a Delta and a Temper recruit and get enough dilithium, or not dilithium, but marks to complete all of the reputations up to 6. Though my last character, I had to do a character from scratch, and I had to do some marks for me at once I hit 50, I think that's when I did it. Oh, I need to head back. I did not do something. So we will head back. That's the funny thing. There are a lot of times when I just mindlessly going through there forget to do a character. And that's fine, because this is all just resources. Head over to Winter Wonderland.
Welcome to my
Great Grandbeard will grace us with his presence soon.
Good old Crampieri. If you do get a chance to come and do all of the things here, they're actually pretty fun. All right, now I can head over to the other character. Head to 7. So they announced the new lockbox ship, the Borg simulator. I have not done a video on it because it's a lockbox ship, and it's actually not in my wheelhouse for ships that I will get. I don't know. I think it's as ugly as sin, to be honest with you. And generally when I play a Borg themed character, I do a Federation character who has been Borgified, or I think actually the only true Borg themed character I have is a Riemann. I know he's not even Borg themed. He is just on a Borg themed ship, which is thematically with the Riemanns. But yeah, that's the only thing I would say on that. Stats were pretty good. 5.2 with um, two
Welcome
hangar
to
bays
my what
is
it
not bad.
now? What is
What is it now? Alright. On to the next one. Yeah. The discussions afterwards, though, have got me a little bit worried. Um, just the fact that the teams are on a work freeze during the wintertime. Um, and here's the thing with the gaming industry: they don't stop working on stuff. They're constantly trying to get stuff out. They're constantly trying to get the new thing out, and so they just don't stop working. And the fact that they did a work freeze on stuff uh, actually has me kind of worried. And the fact that Embracer closed down another studio yesterday. For all we know is Embracer is funneling every bit of money out of Cryptic into to the main studios to pay off their debts, which is a worst case scenario. Which means development will be on a lockdown.
welcome to what is it? What is
And it's funny because I watched that stream where they said that, and it didn't dawn on me. And it didn't dawn on me until actually the simulator came out, and the trait was basically a copy and paste of another trait. So, also, we did lose out on one C-store ship this year, which was generally it was supposed to come out in November, which means they are slowing down production of ships. There is a small amount of rumor, which is basically a rumor that people might think that the simulator was supposed to be an event ship from October, because generally during the year we get event ships. At least for each year before this year, we got an event ship. I would say each year for the last 2 years, I guess. Before this year, we got an event ship in February, in July, and then October, and then December. Were the 4 free ships we got every single year. Then they stopped doing it this year, and nobody really thought anything about it because, I mean, uh, like 2 years before that, we were the only 2 years that we got something in October, which were um, two Terran theme ships. But people are just starting to wondering that if maybe the assimilator was supposed to be the October ship, and they changed their mind because production had slowed down. But that is all theory and other things. Nobody has presented any proof that that was the idea. They were just wondering if that's the reason why we didn't get a ship in October. I'll be honest with you, I, I don't mind if we didn't get. We actually got a skin, so which is pretty decent. The Resolute skin. Which is probably one of the more prettier skins in the game. Though, had they made that an actual ship, I would have been happy. I don't know how they'd actually would have actually did the stats for the Resolute, because the Resolute is technically a science ship. It's not a cruiser.
Welcome to what is it?
But having a Miranda as a science ship instead of a cruiser actually probably would have been nice. How much time I got? 14 minutes before the new missions. So I think this next year a lot of things will be more telling on what's going on at Cryptic, depending upon release schedules and what gets released. If everything goes to lockboxes, listen, if they stop releasing the Zen ships just altogether, that would be a sign to worry. Because as much as lockboxes probably make them the most money, Zen ships is where you would actually get your fan base to get something, because nobody wants to spend $300 on a ship. Spending $30 on the ship is still kind of iffy, but $300, nobody wants to do that unless you have the money. Right, we'll go ahead and head over transwarp here. And again, just
This Newman aren't taking too kindly to our building a village in their territory, and they're planning an attack.
that's political commentary if I ever heard one. Oh man, I'm gonna have to mute the game just at some point. Alright, so let's go ahead and get this in here. So I think last year, after I completed this on the this account, I had somewhere near 5,000 of each of the ornaments at the end of it. Like I said, I ended up selling everything. Actually, I didn't sell everything because I kind of decked out my characters They're my officers and stuff. And gave them brain suits so they can do a lot more damage. So if you ever see me running around with Dolan on this account, you'll notice that they all cast ice bolts at people. Now this character, I have all the bridge officers because I realized this character was going to go into the winter event, and I didn't get rid of any of the officers, or the duty officers. And I do believe, and I'll have to test it later on, but I do believe you can actually go into the winter event and do the duty officers pretty early. If you have a Federation character, and you haven't collected it from the Zen store, under the promotional tab, or no, it's not in the promotion, it's actually under the duty officers tab. There is the lower decks duty officers, where you get basically the main four there in lower decks. This is free to any Federation character. So you can actually just come in here and that'll give you a start to doing duty officer stuff. Though if you get your character up to level 11, you can go do the duty officer stuff. So go ahead and head over to
Welcome. What is it? What is it?
what is it now? I think I might be able to do this. And then, so this is the last character. This one I had to level up all the way up, and then I had to do a whole bunch of missions. So I have not been doing that. It's a good thing this is a lifetime account. It automatically does it for me if I forget it. All right. Now we go into the characters I haven't seen in a very, very long time. So Dolan is my main character in this account. He's a temporal recruit. If you make a temporal recruit, you'll find out they kind of become your main characters, just because the reward pack for temporals there basically requires you to spend a lot of time on the character. The other one being a Klingon character too. Klingon recruits, they also they require a lot of effort within their recruit in order to get it done, so it tends to become your main Klingon character. But so we're just don't need this open. I mean, I can have that open, but it doesn't matter. Don't need that open. And I'll transport. And these characters obviously have already been in here. Oh, I don't have an officer. That's because this is my character I sell bridge officers on, or duty officers on, so I deleted a bunch of the ones I don't need. Actually, let me think about it. Duty officers. Can I re-get? No, I cannot. No. Shouldn't have deleted those duty officers. It's just easier to sell duty officers when the character doesn't have any duty officers on them. Alright, so the next one of importance. I finally got a true Klingon ship for this account, for my Klingon characters. Pretty happy about that. 6 minutes. Regardless of what you have currently in progress, it'll still refresh and give you new ones at the turn of the hour. So just something to keep in mind. So that's the reason why I'm trying to rush to get these all in before the turn of the hour. And next character. Transwarp. This is how you use all your character slots to gain materials in the winter event. And the stuff that you can get in the winter event is just so useful that it makes it worth it. And people like to buy the materials after the fact. I bought several ships on the exchange doing this. Did I actually do that? Oh yeah, I did. 5 minutes. I would say if you are watching what I'm doing and you do like what you see, which is kind of funny, but if you do like what you see, at least the content that I'm providing, go and hit that like button. If you'd like to see more stuff like this, I do try to stream at least once per day. Though that doesn't generally help out that way. It depends on where my mental health is on that day. I basically work in customer service, so after working 8 hours being yelled at by people, I tend not to want to talk to people. Or talk out loud, I guess, would be a way to put that. I think I'm going to do it. God, you can tell how long it's been since I've been on this character because he has a Tucker. Alright. And then one more. And then I'm actually going to head to a third account, which I've been playing around with after I get this guy. Most of my account is basically set to recruits, at least on this account. So it's like I have the main character I started the account with, which is the guy who doesn't have enough officers to do the bridge officer stuff. But let's see. All right. I don't think I remember if I clicked on that or not. Poor old man brain. I'll probably just... Yeah, I did. I can see my video, which is not live. So we are going to... before I do that, switch over to that screen. And then... This is how I can double check and make sure I don't post my password. While I'm streaming. Definitely don't want to do that. This is a character I've been playing around with. I plan on doing a video. Problem is that I just need the willpower. I need someone to hit me with a stick and tell me to do it. Just haven't gotten around to it, but it should be useful. So we're gonna head over and
Welcome to my winter wonderland.
actually do all the paperwork I need to do on this character.
Here for my amusement, and I am graciously allowing you to participate in my festivities. Come
Really?
talk to me to find out about the things you can do on this map, or to be teleported back to your humdrum world. In the meantime, enjoy all that
Perfect.
I have provided. What is it now? What is it?
Alright. So I do need to do a race for him. Do I have EC on me? I do, but not enough.
Q's friendly customer?
This is all I have. This is all the EC I have on this account. That's because I've actually been buying ships. Actually, I'm probably going to be leaving because I need to do Kilgorn, Heal Health, which I'm actually going to re-roll. Destroy Thonian ships. Anti-proton damage in space? That's ridiculous. Boy, I'm going to actually be busy doing that.
Q is a genius. So handsome.
So, this is kind of a spoiler for a video that I'm trying to work on here. But, so, trying to work through doing reputation on a character. And just trying to showing just the difference between doing reputation on an existing character and not. So, just kind of give a quick overview of what my thoughts are. So when you first start a character, you want to make sure that you choose a character that that you're going to do a reputation on, and you always, if you haven't done reputation on your account, just choose one character. The reason why is that the first character that you go through and you do, the rewards you received for the reputation reward experience is halved. And it's not until you reach tier 5 on that reputation does your account have an account unlock for called sponsored for that reputation, where instead of right here it shows you receive 2,500 reputation rewards. For doing this, it would end up being 5,000. But the amount of stuff that you have to spend in order to get that is the same. So basically, you just want to get a character up to tier 5 on your reputation before you start working on any other character's reputation.
I have winter items for a bargain.
I also suggest that even though they're like Omega, or not Omega, actually Discovery has things that you could purchase that are actually meta, like the Dark Matter Quantum Torpedo and the dual phaser banks. You don't want to get these at this point, is because once you complete tier 6 on each reputation, there will be a mission that you can complete that requires the elite marks, and it requires dilithium, and it requires EC. But once you complete it, it basically halves the price of dilithium. It halves the price of marks, and it halves the price of EC. The elite marks are always the same. It doesn't change those, but it does have this other stuff. So if you can imagine, you're trying to get gear on a character, how much of a difference that makes. especially if you have multiple characters that you're trying to work through. So choose one character, work on your reputation on that character until you've completed it all out. And then
I have
once you
winter
do
items for a
that,
bargain.
then you should be fine. I would also suggest never to spend real dilithium on gear in the reputation. Once you hit tier 5 on any character, you'll get an amount of dilithium that can only be used within the reputation system, and it's like some 300,000 dilithium ore that can only be used within the reputation system. So if you can save any dilithium whatsoever of your real dilithium, like this right here, do that. Because dilithium is worth a lot more than reputation gear. So never buy reputation gear if you don't have tier 5 within that reputation.
It's good for business.
Or if you just don't have the reputation specific dilithium. There'll end up being a long form video for that at some point. I just need somebody to hit me with a stick and force me to make it. Alright. Got that. Alright, so let's go ahead and not click on anything I don't want to click on. So the first time you do a character with your reputation, it's always going to be a grind. And so if you can specifically put that grind on just one character instead of multiple characters, then it's better that way. Because putting that grind on multiple characters doesn't make it easier. Yeah, the biggest thing that you'll ever find by doing the reputation for the first time, it will be getting marks. And I have
For a bargain.
I have luckily started doing this when the feast event was going on, and the bug hunt actually gives you a decent amount of reputation marks. That as of right now, they gives you you can choose every single faction. Now, had this event not going on, and here, because I'm gonna have to do this here after Thursday or into Thursday, is that you'd actually probably want to be doing randoms. The reason why you'd want to do randoms, well, you kind of want to do the math of it. Randoms, you're probably going to average somewhere around 80 to 90 marks per random, but you're also going to average about 50 marks as an extra loot box of marks that you get for doing randoms.
Yeast is good for
And so that
business.
averages somewhere around 120, 130, somewhere around there, 140, somewhere around there. So you kind of just want to do the mental math of, is it worth it trying to do the event, or is it worth it to do the just to try to get the marks on their own? Generally, that's up to you. That's your own personal choice. I find doing randoms kind of hard sometimes, especially if you don't have a character that can push the TFO, which is what tends to happen when you're at lower levels. So you're kind of relying on a whole lot of other people at that point. But with that being said, the rewards you get are pretty good. The random boxes is the most important because it does allow you to fill in the holes, because you don't know which randoms you're going to get. So it allows you to fill the holes and the gaps that you get within your marks. You can try to click specifically on which ones you need. Say like I need here a temporal here, and I can try to go in here, and I can try to click on here and just do specifically temporals. the issue being is that these queues might take a long time to proc, whereas randoms take less likely. With the Klingon recruit probably coming here in about a month or so, about a month and a half. That's generally when the Klingon recruit happens. The Klingon recruit requires you to do random TFOs. And so at that point, when the Klingon recruit comes, the queues for the randoms will actually proc a little bit faster because there's just a lot more people just going through and doing randoms. But that would be my suggestion for getting marks. Where's the race coordinator? Always do the race. Fastest way to get it done. You see people with the ice skates. You don't need the ice skates. Ice skates don't help you. Actually, my opinion is ice skates actually make it harder because it makes you slip a lot faster. And again, it's just turn, face where you want to go, and then tap. Race ends in a minute. Huh? Oh, that's a different race. Big thing is keep yourself inside the lanterns. You can get onto the snow. Just don't go through the lanterns. Though some of these lanterns you can cut through. And if you wanted to try to test the limits of that, if you fail, you can easily just go through and talk to the guy and restart it again. But it's not necessary. It really is not necessary on what you actually... there is no reason to make this race shorter than it already is because it's already easy enough if you know how to do it. That's what I was talking about earlier. You can collect these snowmen, and they're randomly around. They'll glow gold if you haven't collected them. I'll talk to the guy, get my rewards for this account. Perfect. And this is actually a pure newer account. This is the first character that I have on it. And to be honest with you, for this account itself, I'm actually pretty excited about the prospect of the winter ship. I'm not going to say it's the prettiest ship in the world, but it definitely, stats-wise, is a very decent ship. It's a good starter ship. And looking at the stats block here, I was curious when I did the video on whether or not they're going to allow cannons. I think it's been pretty much confirmed at this point that cannons are not going to be allowed on this ship. Which is unfortunate, but beams are fine. Actually, beams are probably the easiest of the of weapons to have, especially if you're a lower level character. So I would never complain about just a ship that allows a cruiser that allows beams, especially with the 5.3, because there's still a lot of stuff you can do with the 5.3. But let me check my cooldowns here. I do have some cooldowns that are still available. Actually, it looks like I am in that cooldown state. So we will go do bug hunt. This character I've had to try a couple kit modules, just because I don't have the correct ones that I would want for this character. Currently I have the protomatter munitions, which I actually don't like. I just have it here because I have nothing better. The Swampack Lightning, which I do like. The ambush turret, which I do like. A beam turret and some chronoton mines. I'll eventually replace this one at some point. I had another one, which was a Hurricane Wave something. This one, Hurricane Wave device. I didn't like this one. It was more of a detriment to things I was doing than a positive. It seemed to do a lot of damage, but it's probably good if I'm playing through on my playing through a solo mission, because it knocks stuff back and does damage to them. Problem is, like something like this, in a mission like this, knocking creatures back is not the best option, and especially with the queen, you don't really necessarily want to knock her back from where she is. Like a lot of the small stuff you can probably knock back, but the queen you don't want to, and so it had to remove it off. Trying to find some decent cheap kits for this account, and it's actually been kind of hard.
Fire in the hole! Obstacle clear.
But on this count, I've been just trying to get marks so I can complete out my reputation, and then see, this is the problem I have with the. So I clicked on this spot here. If I click on the ability for that protomatter munitions, and the creature dies or disappears, the ability misfires. Which is not good. There's definitely a lot more abilities I think I would prefer to have.
Fire in the hole!
Though most of them are summer event stuff that is a little bit harder to get the materials for a summer event. Definitely not as easy as a winter event. I may check the winter stuff as the winter event goes on. See if there's anything that would better. Did you just? Guy just kind of just fell over dead right next to me. I did go through and I tried to get some. All right, come on down. You can do it. Come on down. So, no. I did some quick doing some skipping some missions and doing some specific missions for some stuff, especially for ground gear. So I did the Nicole mission I got the chest plate and the shield for the Nakul.
Scans show that we need to jump down this narrow fissure in the rock. Be careful.
It's
I don't know what's waiting for us at the bottom.
Where in the heck is this hole? Did I just completely just turn around, just do a 180? No, I did not. So I have the 2-piece on those is because it gives a crit chance, gives crit severity. Which is good. And then I have Romulan Mock to kit because it gives bonus damage to plasma. It's one of the reasons why I'm using plasma right now. Wait, we are getting the crap kicked out of us. Maybe I should pay attention to what's going on. So yeah. Also went through and got some of the mission gear for my actual ship itself. And I'll probably go in more detail once I actually create a video on this. Someday. Soon. Soon, TM.
According to our scans, there's a tunnel under us. Give me a moment. I'll clear a path. Fire in the hole! Watch that first step.
I like to put mines right here. I kind of actually just watch this spot right here. Whole bunch of stuff spawns here. As soon as he runs by. Talk to him, talk to him, talk to him, people.
I think... Cover me!
I'll stand here and set up and wait for stuff to start spawning in. What the heck? Random guy just standing next to me? Are you following me? No, you're not. Okay. You're just not doing anything? Oh, okay, never mind. So I've been doing this constantly, trying to farm marks for this character, and you'd be surprised at how many times Vendir, whatever his name is, Vendir, makes it to that pillar and stands there with people just looking around, looking right straight at him, wondering why he's not doing anything, and they just don't go talk to him. How close are we? He's taking a lot of damage because we're not keeping near being close. So if you don't know, they do tend to lump people together based upon gear. I don't know if it goes off gear or what it goes off of, but you will tend to find that based upon your gear, you will get lumped together with people. And so the gear on my character is very poor in comparison to true meta stuff. Come on, man. And so I've lost a lot of rewards in missions just because I'm getting into the newer people. Getting into newer people.
This is
It
it,
just,
the center of the hive.
I mean, I'm not really helping out things either, so it's just basically just the way it goes. It's actually kind of funny when I get lumped up with somebody who actually has meta gear and they were just running through, just destroying things, killing creatures with one hit, and I'm just like, ping, 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 as I take off 30, 40 damage per hit. And it's different on my other characters, well, because I have the Kumarki set. Kumarki's great. At least Van Devere has not been killed yet. Soon to happen, though. We can do it. Hey, my mines did it. My mines did something. This is the reason why I carry a rifle. Rifles are superior to pistols, by the way. No. I didn't ask you anything.
Kill the spawn mother, but we need to fall back so I can set off the
marks.
charges and bring down the hive.
And then, should be new missions now for the current map. Yep. Alright. So, we're close to about 2 hours into here, so I think I'm going to actually call it here, because I'm just going to basically go through and do exactly the same thing I just did on all my other characters, and that is just roll through them and quickly try to start all the missions. So, don't want to subject you to that again, so we are going to call it. If you do like what you see, go and hit that like button. If you'd like to see more more things like this, more videos like this, go ahead and hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell. You'll be notified when I stream or post a video again. I do appreciate those who come and take their time to hang out with me, and I hope you have a good day. Bye.